Looks like that hatchery finally getting taken out. One Ultralisk getting burned to a crisp by that E-Beaks cannon. That's what they are called on the Planetary Fortress. And my goodness, it is still way too hard to tell who is going to come ahead this game. You guys can see on the income tab, Zerg player has actually lost some of his harvesters, which I would say is a good thing. He's got way too many. Planetary Fortress at the gold gets taken out, and that is absolutely huge. Losing that gold fortress is going to mean a huge cut in income for BratOK. That is like, oh my goodness, that's like the government saying that the minimum wage has been lowered from 10 to like $2. And BratOK here is gonna try to make something happen with his recyclable units, gonna continue to use the auto turrets, laying them down at this 4th expansion, but really not much harvesting going on here in the first place. This is all that BratOK is hanging on to right now. These Ravens, that's really all he's got. He's at 157 food. It looks like he does have some tanks and marauders at the center of the field, but Mondragon is continuing to make these Ultralisks, and they are so good against this pack of Marines and Marauders as long as they can get in range, especially with the fungal growth locking down all those Marines and Marauders. This could be a very long GG, I would say. The Ultralisks just kind of surrounding and annihilating all those Marines and Marauders. They could not retreat due to the fungal growth, and the Ultralisks continue to barrel forward. This could be a GG here for BratOK. What can BratOK do? Mondragon should continue to push forward to end this game. He's got a lot of Ultras. He's got some Hydras for air support as well. It looks like BratOK falling back. He's at 115 food. He really has no army units whatsoever. He just got a bunch of Ravens and dropships, and it looks like this entire gold expansion, although the fortress was dead already, gonna lose both refineries. And oh, these SCVs getting caught as well. Mondragon here pushing forward for victory, and all that remains between him and certain win is going to be these dual fortresses. Is BratOK gonna pull the SCVs to help repair? It looks like he is not gonna be able to. The Ultras coming in here, some defensive turrets getting laid down, but the Ultras just mauling those to death, and another fortress gets taken out. Mondragon here is in a commanding position. He is certain to win this game at this point. Look at those Ultras max upgraded 5-3-3. The Zerglings, of course, share upgrades at 3-3 apiece. The Hydras also have one upgrade in missiles as well. One Ultra getting kind of moving up here, gonna get taken out by the Marauders, by the pack of Marauders. And BratOK is desperately, he's running out of options. He needs to reestablish this command center, or he is certain to lose this game. And this one right here, really not all that much mining left to go on. A couple of stacks of gold, some Vespine gas, but right now BratOK needs gold so badly. And this is where Terran is actually kind of nice with those mules. You can pump out those mules and get your minerals back up in a hurry. But it looks like BratOK gonna push forward here. Mondragon is at 173 food, is transitioned to some kind of a massive Hydra play, and that is fairly good against these Ravens. Oh my goodness, but the Seeker Missile coming down. The Hydras have to stay on the creep to get away from this Seeker Missile. Is Mondragon gonna be paying attention? He loses a Hydra and some damage being dealt as well. Mondragon there was lucky that there was not additional Secret Missiles launched right there, and Mondragon has got to be careful with his Hydras against those Secret Missiles. At the same time though, BratOK has to be careful with his Ravens against the Hydras, so this is very creative play from both players. These three Vikings in assault mode gonna run into a wall of bricks, and that is gonna hurt, or a wall of tentacles, however you want to say it. Meanwhile, Marauder's gonna come up here. Oh my goodness, they are gonna get a snipe on the hatchery. Absolutely huge. Gonna take out several drones in transition as well. It looks like the Ravens could have fired some Secret Missiles to do some critical economic damage, but chose not to. Gonna fall back and try to defend this gold expansion. Lots of Ultras and Infestors and Hydras coming in. Are the Infestors gonna lay some deadly fungal growths down? They land on the Ravens. Some Secret Missiles landing down, and the Hydras here gonna pick off all the Ravens because they could not escape due to the fungal growth. This could be finally the GG. Mondragon pushing forward here. He can smell victory. It is only an inch in front of his palm, but it looks like the Raven's gonna come back and land down some turrets, and somehow, some way, BratOK gonna hold on with his Marauders and his defensive auto turrets to push forward. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of breath casting this game, and I therefore need another sip of water. But Mondragon here is still looking good. He has this expansion up here. Look at the harvester count. Oh my goodness. 5 harvesters for BratOK. He only has 5 harvesters. That is not looking too good right now. Oh my goodness, this is all that he's got, ladies and gentlemen. These Marauders and these dropships and Ravens. Looks like the Ultra's gonna get taken out. Hydra gonna get taken out. Mondragon is looking pretty good right now because BratOK just doesn't have any income. He is down in the dumps right now, and BratOK is at a measly 55 food with Mondragon at 140. So this is not looking too good. Looks like this Ultralist is gonna get picked off by the Marauders. But what can BratOK do? This is pretty much all he's got is these mules, which is nice because that's keeping his harvester count up. And of course his ravens, as long as he can keep them alive, they have that recyclable energy, although I don't see too many ravens anymore. Here we go though. If BratOK can take out this this hatchery, that would be absolutely huge. BratOK gonna stim up here and take out a couple of spine crawlers. The lings and hydras, oh, gonna get a surround on these marauders. Is BratOK gonna load up and run out of the way? No, he's gonna lose some of his marauders. And really, these marauders are very valuable right now because BratOK really has no income to reproduce these units. These Zerglings are just gonna chase these marauders down. Oh, they find the mules, the very valuable mules, gonna pick them apart. And BratOK is falling apart by the seams and hinges of his Terran Metal forces. He is in a lot of trouble. Never really had a position of control in this game, although he did very well to snipe out the hatcheries wherever he could, and he made some creative, very interesting Raven Seeker Missile play. I gotta say, that's one thing that's kept him in this game. His Seeker Missiles, as well as his use of auto turrets. You might not have income, but you can use these recyclable Ravens all day long as they have energy. It looks like this is going to be the last hurrah for BratOK. Has some Marauders, has some Ravens. Mondragon gonna push forward here. The Hydras engaging the dropships and Marauders. And ooh, we have the turrets being laid down right behind the mineral line to do some damage, but I'm not sure if this is gonna be enough to really even give him any hope whatsoever. Mondragon has 87 harvesters still, can afford to lose these. He is currently really just steamrolling everything that BratOK's got. We haven't really seen any more Broodlords, but here we go. Is this going to be the last push of today? BratOK still not tapping out of this game. We have, oh, nice PDD there to block the Hydra's attacks. Looks like BratOK could possibly push up here, but the Ling's going to come from behind to help deal with these Marauders and Marines, but somehow BratOK going to be able to push forward. If he can take out this hatchery, maybe he's got a chance. I'm not really sure how much of a chance he's got, but hey, he's going to take out this hatchery. There it goes. And BratOK somehow, some way, just kind of Terran resilience pushing forward there. Never die, never surrender, never give up, Terran mentality. And he's repumping his SCV count. He's at 11. So he's not entirely out of it yet. I would say he's kind of like hanging on there with a band-aid. But Mondragon, of course, has the 3 o'clock. Look at this. This is like 71 harvesters all mining out of this one expansion. So that's oversaturation for you. And there, more overpopulation just to, you know, make things extra cramped for those drones. Here we go, though. BratOK gonna push forward with his Marauders and Marines. If he can push forward and take out this expansion, maybe he's got a chance, because actually the Zerg player right now needs some units. He's actually got no income whatsoever, and he needs units to deal with this massive Terran ball. Here we go. This is actually way closer than I thought it would be. BratOK, though, is going to be able to hold on with that Terran resiliency, those dropships healing all the forces, and it looks like this hatchery could very well go down. Oh my goodness. BratOK is going to take out this hatchery. He's going to take out the Ultra as well, and this could be lights out for Mondragon. This income is all that Mondragon's got. He GG's out of the game. Oh my goodness. Somehow, someway, Mondragon loses this game. BratOK comes out with a handful of valiant Marines and Marauders and takes the game away from Mondragon. Even though Mondragon had all these expansions, he had like 6 or 7 expansions, and his harvester count was 71 over 11. I would argue that if Mondragon had pulled his drones off the line, these 71 drones in that last battle, this last final battle, he would have won the game. He could have killed all these Marauders and Marines if he had pulled drones off, along with his Ultras and Banelings and whatever he had left. And with his 71 drones, he could have gone on to win this game. But somehow, some way, BratOK takes this victory away from Mondragon. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe what I just saw. Pulling out a victory out of certain death, certain defeat, BratOK wins the game. Mondragon taps out. I don't think he realized that he had 71 harvesters and BratOK had 11. But that is how the cards were played, and Mondragon loses this game somehow, some way. I thought for sure, you know, if he had just bulked up a massive army and ran in there along with his drones, I think he would have won. But either way, what a great game from BratOK and Mondragon. Great game from both these players, and really got to commend these Ravens. These were the VIPs of the game, using that recyclable turret and point defense drone all day long. BratOK takes away a victory from Mondragon. So I can't say it again, but what a great game. GG, guys.